Well, hello. I am here with Terry Briscoe, the National Carol Joy Memorial Scholarship Fund VO Peeps winner for VO Atlanta. Welcome, Terry.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
You know, I'm finally recovered from the from the major conference that we were both at. I had a great time. How about you?
Oh, I had an unbelievable time.
Yeah. Tell me, what your biggest takeaway was from the conference.
Oh my God, I have so many. I now truly know that all these people that I've seen in these little squares, they're
Mm.
just as great as they in person as they appear online. And out of all the things that I learned, and I learned a ton, I think it was career changing things that I learned. But the fact that I got to actually meet these people and hug people was just awesome.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. For sure. And I have to say it was such an honor to award you the scholarship in honor of Carol Joy. And I know that we've kind of discussed this online, but I really would have loved you to meet Carol Joy. The spirit that she carried with her to the conference was just everybody that she was around was just so enlightened, and she was just a joy. And I really feel like you have that same kind of light and that same spirit, because I heard from so many people just, oh my gosh, Terry, you're just amazing, and it was just so wonderful to meet you. And tell me what breakout sessions did you go to? What sorts of classes did you take? Any special classes that helped grow your career?
I took a very special class that helped grow my career.
Mm.
And I think I chose my the sessions that I went to very carefully
Mhm.
based on where I want to go next or what I want to reinforce or what I don't know. Um, so the one that I did the only X session that I went to was with Tina Marasco.
Mhm.
And Tina Marasco is amazing. And
I heard that from multiple people.
she's so amazing. And I feel like I learned everything. In fact, I had auditions for her when I came home. It's
Oh,
from college.
fantastic.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. Other sessions that I went to Jordan Reynolds. I learned a lot of things there. Took a lot of pictures, talking about distance for the mic technique and
Mhm.
things that fit your space in particular. Uh, I took I took writer's class, which was I got tons from. Um, let's see, who else did I take? Oh, Joe Cipriano. Oh,
Mhm.
uh, that was one of the best moments for me, the entire because I hadn't even met him yet when he
Mhm.
photobombed us. So I hadn't even met him yet that he did that. And I was like, I just got photobombed by Joe Cipriano. No big
There you
deal.
go. Yeah, there you go. He's famous for the photobombs too. Not
I,
just for his voice, but for the photobombs.
I didn't know that.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, what do you see for yourself in the future moving forward in your VO career? What sorts of things are you wanting to pursue?
I am pursuing right now promo. I plan on
Okay.
training in that. I plan on training in that coming up, and I actually have a demo that I'm going to be doing with Uncle Roy. We just got to get it scheduled. I got to get my
Mhm.
training first, but that
Sure.
yeah. So that's the next move for me.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now you also not only do voiceover, but you were mentioning you do some on camera. Tell us a little bit about other aspects of your creative life.
I do on camera, but it's not really something that I pursue. It's kind of something that I fell into.
Hmm.
Which kind of it kickstarted my voiceover career actually because
Ah, okay.
yeah, I was reading a book in the store one day, and then a guy came in, and he was like, "Oh, you're an act." We still had the masks on and everything,
Hmm. Hmm.
and his name's Bruce Allen Dawson. Um, he saw me reading voiceover voice actor, um, Tara and Yuri's book, and
Hmm.
he was like, "Oh, you're an actor," and I was so new and wet behind the ears. I wasn't even claiming an actor at the time. I was just like,
Hmm.
I was just,
Hmm.
I'm just trying to get into voiceover and blah blah blah. He was like, "Well, that's acting." I was like, "Okay, cool." So he gave me his information, and I promptly lost it because he had just written it down on a piece of paper. But he came back into the store a couple weeks later, and he had his card. And he was like, "Because I'm an actor as well." And I was like, "Sure, you are. Of course, you're an actor. Everyone's an actor." Right. So I look at his card and then I look at his IMDb page and I was like, oh my God, this dude was in the Dark Knight.
He's an actor.
He's an actor. So he asked me, I asked him if when I've completed my demo, my commercial demo, if I could send it to him because he did a little voice acting as well. And he was like, absolutely. So I sent it to him. He was like, this is really good. Do you mind if I, give this to someone? He's like, sure. So he gave it to it wound up being the director of the next movie that he's going to be in, a local
Wow.
production. And so the director called me 2 days later. It was like, I have a role for you in the movie.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy. It like never happens this way, but yeah. And it was a speaking role. So I was like, I've never been on camera. I've never acted in my life. Not in elementary school, not at all.
Mhm, mhm.
So the very first movie that I was ever in, I had a speaking role. And it was just crazy.
So now are you pursuing that also in addition to voiceover or just if it comes your way?
I don't seek it out. I will work with
Mhm.
this. I will work with this particular director because like I say, he's done so much for me just starting out. I've been in 4 movies in 2 years with the guy.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, if you had one piece of advice to kind of give to anybody entering into the voiceover industry so that you can help pay it forward, what would that be?
I would say contact, like speak to people. Don't just, jump in with your, don't just jump in head first. Like, just walk in slowly. Like speak to as many people, go to as many free forums as you can go to. Um, and groups like VO Peeps and, Wovo and places like that.
Hmm.
Like I feel like I had as a member of Wovo, I feel like I got a huge step up because that's where I met Brad Highland.
Hmm. Hmm.
And once I met Brad Highland, things just started going fast forward.
Yeah.
So just talk to people and learn what they know. Listen to your like I tell you in my essay, I told you I listened to your podcast, and
Hey.
I feel like I owe you a ton because that episode that you and Gabby had, where you guys talked about your physical ailments, it kind of let me know,
Hmm.
you know what, I can do this, even though I have one. I can do this. And like if they can do it, I can do it.
Well, thank you. And I appreciate you listening to the podcast. That's the VO Boss podcast. For those of you that have not tuned in, voboss.com. And Terry, I want to just say thank you. It was so wonderful meeting you in person. And it was such a pleasure to be at the conference with you. And thank you for all that you do and that you are going to do.
Well,
I'm
thank
excited.
you do
All right.
because you do so much in this community, and it's just you bless us a lot.
Ah,
Thank
well, thank you. All right. Awesome.